Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mindy, this is C Mindy Mom, and it is Sunday, October 6th, the first day of the second half of my 10-day challenge. We are just walking in from church. It's about noon. Sunday is a work day for us, so we go to church and fulfill any obligations we have there, as well as worship. And then I come home and I kind of do like a whatever housework needs to get done to sort of set us up for the week. So sometimes that's mopping floors or cleaning bathrooms. Sometimes it's doing laundry. Sometimes it's a combination of things. We have time on Friday and usually time on Saturday for Sabbath, for rest. And so Sundays is when I, since we're already working part of the day at church, that's when I kind of get other stuff done too. But anyhow, all I have had is coffee, my usual way, with a little Premier protein and sugar-free syrup, and an English muffin with some Jif whips. So I'll try to film some other stuff for you guys today and show you what we're eating, but that's what's going on. Lunch today is leftovers. I made these pork chops in the crock pot the other night. They're all shredded up now. It's like a pork chop and gravy recipe. You will have seen that in my combined grocery haul and what's for dinner this past week. And then I just made my own kind of vegetable rice pilaf, or whatever it's called. So I have some of that, and then I just have some broccoli, and this whole lunch cost me about 600 calories. Sorry for the noise. Both my freezer is making noise and the washing machine. I just picked the wrong time to pick up the camera. Oh well. I just made some popcorn in my air popper. I love this thing. I think I've talked about it before, and I'll make sure that it's linked in my Amazon store. The link to my Amazon page is in the description box, so I'll make sure that that's there. And I like to air pop my popcorn because then I can just put whatever I want on it. And this is 50 grams of air popped popcorn, which is about 200 calories, a little bit less. And I just use regular popcorn kernels. And then I just use a little bit of spray butter and some popcorn seasoning to season mine. That's going to be my snack. Dinner time, and we're trying a new recipe. This is the old-fashioned goulash recipe. You will have seen this in my combined grocery haul and what's for dinner video that went up, I believe, on Wednesday. It's going to cost me 360 calories for this 9-ounce serving. It was a pretty generous size serving, and then 80 calories for the mozzarella cheese on top. Dessert tonight is another pudding parfait, like the one I made last week in my 10-day challenge part 1 video, except this time I have sugar-free chocolate pudding, which is just a little bit more caloric than the vanilla. It is 100 calories per serving. I had to use 2% milk because that's what we have instead of skim milk, which is fine. And then I have 2 servings for 30 calories of this Reese's Dairy Whipped topping for 30 calories. And then I used 1 package of these little Flips minis. These are the half-ounce trick-or-treat packages, and I just crushed them up and topped it on here, so it's just 200 calories for my dessert. Greetings from Tulsa, America, where it is 49 degrees. Woohoo! Fall has finally arrived, I believe. There is one day in the forecast in the next week when it might hit 80. The rest of the days were in the 70s and 60s for highs, and even in the 50s one day, and lows in like the 30s and 40s. So had to break out a couple of jackets this morning, so feels great, feels good. It is day 7 of this little 10-day challenge, and I'm actually heading into work. Normally, I go into work on Tuesday and Wednesday, but I'm going in Monday and Wednesday this week because today, Monday, we have a meeting about Christmas Eve. Yep. And in fact, we actually started talking about Christmas Eve. Almost tripped there. We actually started talking about Christmas Eve almost 2 months ago, and we've been rehearsing music for Christmas Eve for almost 2 months. So, in the church setting, Christmas season starts early because we got to get ready for it. Hey you guys, it's the afternoon. I'm home from work. It's a beautiful day, so I just finished up some laundry that I needed to put away, and I'm about to go sit outside with the kids, and I'm going to have a snack because I'm very hungry. We had a change in plans to lunch, which is fine. I went to lunch with my department in honor of somebody's birthday, and I had a salad, and it was a lunch portion salad, and I was very hungry probably 30 minutes later. So I'm going to track it at 450 calories because the tortilla strips, the dressings, the tiny bit of cheese, and the tiny bit of meat would be the only things that would have, any kind of calories, and I'd be surprised if it was even that much. So that's what I tracked it as, and I'm going to have one of these Dan & Light and Fit Greek Crunch cups. I used to have these all the time, and then when I started doing WW, the Light and Fit Greek is only 80 calories, and the topping itself is 50 calories. So the yogurt that you buy separately was only 2 points, and these little cups were 5 points. So it increased exponentially. But since I'm counting calories now, I started getting these again because I really, really like them. This is my favorite. It's the strawberry cheesecake. So I just open this up and then dump the topping inside. And it's going to be a 130 calorie snack. And I was looking for something with protein. This has 10 grams because I'm very hungry and I really want to try to make it to dinner. It's 4 o'clock now. Dinner tonight is some fried rice, which I made in my grocery haul and what's for dinner video that went up a few days ago. And then I just have some broccoli on the side with a little sprinkling of Parmesan cheese. Hello everybody, it is day 8 and I'm just leaving the gym. I just finished a body pump class that's mostly weightlifting, so my second of 2 gym classes I can check off the list, and now I just have 1 more jog to complete my exercise goals for this challenge. So that's where I am. Everything's going well. I'm tracking. I've had a couple of days now on track after having my kind of slip up day. And yeah, it's going well. I probably won't film much today because I am going to do a grocery haul and I've got some filming and editing and stuff to do for that, and the one that I plan to post tomorrow. So probably won't see much of what I'm eating today, but I'll check in with you guys again tomorrow. Hey you guys, it's day 8 and I just finished with a run. My second of my 2 jogs that I had planned to do this during this 10-day challenge. So I had my 2 gym workouts and my 2 jogs so I can cross my exercise goals off the list. I did 2 miles today and I'm a little disappointed because I'd hoped to go farther, but they had the barricades up on the pedestrian bridge where I usually run, because if I run from my house across the bridge and then back, it's 3 miles. And I ended up only doing 2, which is probably better. Also, I just wasn't feeling it as much. That's the thing about jogging, at least with me. Sometimes a really great run comes out of nowhere when I'm not expecting it, and sometimes when I think I'm feeling good and the weather's nice, it's just not happening. My body's just not having it. I think I'm not fully recovered from the workout I had yesterday. I normally would not do these types of things back to back like that, but we have a lot of rain in the forecast over the next couple of days, and I was worried if I didn't do it now, I'd be relegated to the treadmill, which I'm grateful we have a treadmill and we do use it, but it's just not near as much fun as going out into the fresh air. So I got that done and checked off the list. I had an English muffin with some peanut butter this morning, which you guys have seen probably a gajillion times already. And I had some butter coffee. That's where I make my coffee with half a tablespoon of butter and a little sugar-free syrup and 2 tablespoons of half and half, and put it in my Ninja blender and blend it all up, and it makes this really creamy, rich cup of coffee that I enjoy with a few grams of fat too, which is satiating. So I've had that, and I'm probably gonna have lunch before I head into work today, because I probably shouldn't say this, but I think I'm kind of caught up and don't have a whole lot that I have to get done today before children's music starts. So I'm just gonna go in after I have my lunch and I'll show you guys what I'm having. Hey you guys, I am just making up some lunch. And what I have going on right now is half of a spaghetti squash that is roasting in the oven as we speak. I ate the other half of it last night when we made spaghetti, and I thought I would have the rest of it today with some leftover spaghetti sauce. My hair is like looking kind of funny. I look kind of like I have helmet hair. I'll fix that later. But I thought I would have leftover spaghetti sauce so I could have leftover spaghetti sauce with the other half of the spaghetti squash today, but there was no leftover spaghetti sauce. We ate it all last night. And then I remembered that I had 1 helping, not even a full helping, of the goulash that I made in last week's meal plan and we had for dinner a few nights ago. And so I'm gonna go ahead and reheat that and put it on top of my spaghetti squash along with some mozzarella cheese. And so that's what I'm gonna have for lunch. And I went ahead and packed something for dinner. I just packed a sandwich and some cottage cheese and an apple and some of the Utz mini cheese balls, the 1 little package, because I'm not gonna have much time to have something to eat tonight between children's music and big people music, adult music stuff. I am also going to take with me a package of these iced apple oatmeal cookies. I talked about these in my favorites video, and I've been showing these in my videos. This will be yummy with a cup of coffee, I'm thinking later. And then the other thing that I'm packing is a Built Bar. And I did get a box of the new peanut butter Built Bars, and I do like them. I would say that my favorite are still the chocolate banana ones. The peanut butter were a limited edition, but Built Bar tends to bring the ones back, I feel like, that are really popular. So we'll see if the peanut butter one ones come back, but the banana ones they have regularly now, and I also still like the chocolate and the coconut of all things. I'm not even a huge coconut fan, but I like the coconut Built Bars. If you have not tried Built Bars and you want to, I still have my 20% off code in the description box. As far as I know, it still works. If you are wanting to try them, for anybody who's a first-time buyer, it's 20% off your first box if you use that link. And I still get notifications every now and then that my link has been used, so I'll keep it in my description box until it doesn't work anymore. But if you have never tried them before or ordered them, I think you can still use that link. You can try it out. But that's what I'm taking with me, and having put all this stuff that I've already eaten, I'm getting ready to eat, and the stuff I'm taking with me, I still have 370 calories left for the day. So I'm sure that I will use them. I will find a way to use them, but I'll just try to snap some pictures and see, you know, just insert them here or wherever I can so I can show you what I'm eating in a day. Hey you guys, good morning. It is Thursday. And it is day 10. Hooray! I'm just on my way home from dropping the kids off. I'm sorry that I did not check in again yesterday. I was nursing a wicked headache for most of the day. You know, usually when I feel that coming on, I can head it off at the pass with just some rest and some Tylenol and lots of water. And I did the lots of water, but I got to work without any Tylenol, and then I let it go throughout the day. It was definitely in part a tension headache. I still feel it this morning because it's on this side of my face. I used to get these really bad when I was in my last year of high school and my first few years of college, and they still occasionally come, and some of it has to do with TMJ. More information than you want, but the short version is I had a fairly decent case of TMJ. I wore a splint at night to help fix it, and singing and speaking exacerbate that, and obviously as a vocalist and a vocal music major, that was hard for me, and I had to learn how to cope with that. And I actually learned how to sing a different way. I don't open my mouth or drop my jaw really far when I sing. I shape all my vowels inside of the mouth. So, sorry, that's really boring vocal pedagogy for you, but basically I had to relearn how to do that. But yesterday I was instructing, and then I was singing through a rehearsal, and that just made it worse. By the time I got home, I just crashed in bed and I slept like a rock all night. I didn't even take anything for it. I just was so tired and my head was hurting so bad. So I'm still nursing a little of that today, but I'm very glad that it's Thursday and it's the last day of this 10-day challenge on a Thursday, because Thursdays are kind of my recovery day. The front half of the week is really, really busy, and that's okay. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I kind of planned it that way on purpose because I'd rather have 4 super busy days and then have a couple of days that are not quite as busy, rather than have it evenly spaced out across the whole week and then not get a break. So we still have evening activities, but Thursday is a day when, while the kids are at school, I will often do housework, and not even like super heavy housework, but stuff that allows my body and my mind to take a breath. You know, stuff like laundry and just kind of tidying up, doing organizational things where I can, you know, sit down. I'm not on my hands and knees scrubbing any floors or anything like that on a day like today. I just mean light housework and get some rest. So anyway, that's where I am. Everything's fine. Day 10, last day. Woohoo! Checking in a bit. I'm just trying to do a little decluttering because I am taking some things to consignment and to Goodwill tomorrow. I'm going through the game and puzzle cabinet that the kids play with. Let me show you. My kids like puzzles, and we have several, so I need to get rid of some of the younger ones. And look, guys, all of these are missing one piece. Oh, that's got to be the worst. Lunch is a turkey and cream cheese bagel sandwich. I learned years ago to start using this whipped cream cheese spread. You guys know that I love this, but it's only 50 calories for 2 tablespoons, which is a lot. You could actually get by with a little less than that, but I went ahead and used the full serving. But a slice of like cheddar cheese for a sandwich, like a 1-ounce slice, is going to run you like 100 to 120 calories. So I just use the cream cheese instead, and I can actually taste it better, I feel like, than regular cheese. Zero out my scale there. I also have an apple, and then I had tracked a full ounce of these veggie straws, but I got to measuring them out on my scale, and this is ½ an ounce, and I feel like that's plenty, so I'll just change that in my tracker. But that's lunch today. These are one of my favorite things that I've ever found at Aldi. They're peanut puffs, and they are kind of akin to the Bamba puffs or the Bamba puffs at Trader Joe's, but I think these are better. And I have not seen them in almost a year. So when I saw them in Aldi the other day, I snatched a bag up. I really should go back and get a couple more bags. I think they're better than the Trader Joe's version. And it is 150 calories for 30 grams, which I weighed out on my scale, which is a pretty good size portion. So I'm going to have those for a snack. Dinner tonight is a new recipe for us. I'm trying a copycat Panera chicken and wild rice soup, which is my favorite soup from Panera, and I can't always find it. You'll see that in my What's for Dinner and grocery haul video that will go up next Wednesday. And then this will cost me 340 calories, this serving, and then I have just a little piece of homemade beer bread that I made. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how many calories this is, but I know it's not more than 300 calories, which is what I have left for the day after I track everything. And I'm going to go ahead and close it out right here because I intend after dinner to clean up the kitchen and just kind of finish up my household chores and then take a bath and go to bed. So I'm going to weigh in the morning it'll be the end of my 10-day challenge, and then I'll make a video about that and just chat with you guys about my progress and things that I learned, and that will go up on Monday. So thanks so much for stopping in. I hope it's gone well for you, and I'll check in with you really soon. Bye.